Disclaimer, this video is intended purely for educational and informative purposes. Please do not pirate Nintendo products, as I don't feel like getting sued if Nintendo holds me responsible. With that, please enjoy the video. Yes, the launch day. The day where nerds come out of their mum's basement to camp outside stores just so they can be the first people to own the latest and greatest in video gaming technology. As messy as some launch day consoles can be, there is significant value to getting the first batch of a major console that just came out. But not for the reasons you're thinking. No, we're not selling them on eBay for inflated prices. What are you, crazy? Nah, we're hacking the damn things. Surprisingly, launch day hardware is incredibly valued for modders, as it's often the first of many revisions that the manufacturer will make of that console throughout its life. And most of the time, the manufacturer will leave some critical security vulnerability in these consoles, leading to the earliest form of homebrew being released for that system. Unfortunately, the manufacturers do catch on, and that's part of the reason why so many people get fucking sued all the time. But they will eventually release different revisions of the console silently in order to patch these issues, or they release firmware updates. But some of these vulnerabilities are hardware-based, meaning manufacturers cannot patch it out with a simple software update once the system is in consumers' hands. We're gonna take two Nintendo consoles as a good example of this. The Nintendo Wii, my personal favorite, and the Nintendo Switch. Launch day Wiis were incredibly vulnerable in two aspects: the disk drive and a small bit of code in the startup process called the boot 2. The disk drive vulnerability is pretty simple. Parts of the drive's main board are exposed, meaning a hacker could slip what is called a mod chip into it, allowing the user to play illegitimate disks. The boot 2 vulnerability, however, allowed the user to install homebrew code directly into the boot 2, allowing homebrew to load before the Wii firmware even starts up. This was patched out pretty quickly in later revisions of the Wii, but any launch day Wii, even nowadays, is supposedly unbrickable due to this boot 2 exploit. The Nintendo Switch dealt with similar issues. I can't get into detail, as to not get smited by the Nintendo ninjas, but there was a hardware vulnerability on very early launch day models that, with a simple third-party accessory, allowed you to run homebrew on the console. This was patched out incredibly quickly in later revisions of the Switch, but nowadays these early revisions sell for stupidly high prices online. And with that, this has been a rather shorter than I expected video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If not, check out my other content, my other socials. It's a bit of a shit show, but you'll enjoy it nevertheless. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time, and bye for now.